Hello and welcome to TVA Credit Union's Financial Wellness Series. Today I'm going to talk about student lending. My name is Mark Guyman and I am the Commercial Relationship Manager at the Credit Union. So before we start talking about different lending products, the first thing we do is a little bit of homework behind this. And some of the questions that you need to think about and write down is, number one, do you really want to go to college? It's a very financial burden that can be out there. And is it something that you can do? The other one you might be is, do you know what your major will be? That could influence what school you might be attending. There's other things. Is the school going to be in-state or out-of-state? Is it going to be somewhere where you're able to commute from your home, or are you going to have to live on campus or an apartment? And is the career that you're choosing, is that your passion, your happiness? Because if you're happy about it, it's going to be rewarding for you in the end. So once you've made these decisions and you're now ready and you've got these thoughts in your mind and you're going to say, how do I pay for college? And the first thing is that you would complete is a FSA. That is a free application for federal student aid. Remember, there's the word in there, it's called free. It is free. If anybody tries to charge you money for it, they're either not up and up or it is not the true FSA app. So this is required for you to complete so that you can receive aid from the college, from the federal government, state governments, and most colleges and universities. This aid includes grants, scholarships, student employment, and student loans. They started taking applications as of October 1st, so you can apply at any time. So different types of aids. The first one, grants. Those are what you really want to try and shoot for. Why? The word free, again, free money. These are the best, since you do not have to repay them back. After that, you have your federal student loans, which are classified as subsidized and unsubsidized. And then if you need to get more funding, private loans, financial institutions, and then hopefully you have some financial support from yourself that you worked and saved money, or from your family or friends. So the free money part is what they call Pell Grants. And the Pell Grants are awarded to undergraduate students who display exceptional financial need. It's based on how much need you need. Scholarships. Here's a real important point. Do your research. Go online. Talk to family. Talk to friends. Look at your career choice. Is there any internships that you might be able to do that also offer scholarships? Scholarships might not be a lot, but they can help in those little bitty items. That $250 scholarship you spent 1 hour to find, you just made now to be able to pay for your books for one semester. So in the federal loans, you have, again, as we talked about, the subsidized and the unsubsidized. The subsidized is all based on financial need, what you filled out in your FSA and what your parent or guardian filled out on their part of the FSA as well, based on your financial needs. The nice thing is with the subsidized, there is no accrual of interest while you are in school. Now, the unsubsidized is also run through the federal government. It's not based on financial need, though. It's not credit-based. Your school determines how much you can borrow, and that's based on what the cost of attendance is, how much other aid that you are receiving as well. The big item here is, though, interest accrues all during your time at school. So if you take out an unsubsidized loan while you're a freshman and you stay in school all the way to your senior year, all that interest has accumulated for all those years. And then the last one that could be is a direct plus. That's credit-based. It's an unsubsidized federal loan for parents and graduate students. A lot of parents might hear the word plus loans. And then the nice thing about federal loans is that they are established by the government. The rates could change. If you have a variable rate, there's an index that they look for. But if you have a fixed rate, those rates are good for the time that you have that loan out there. So make sure when you're choosing which loan it is on the federal loan, the best rate. So then, once you've gotten that money established from how much you're going to receive from the federal government, and you still need to make up a deficit balance, where do you go next? So you're looking at possibility of a private loan. Those are offered by financial institutions. TBA, for example, is one. The interest rates are set by us along with the type of repayment options. Repayment options being, do you want to start now and pay while you're in school, or do you want it all to be deferred until you get done with school? So you make sure you check with various institutions. Depending on the borrower, you might need a cosigner. Credit will be pulled on both you and the cosigner if it's required. And remember, different financial institutions charge different loan fees or origination fees. So make sure you shop around and you compare apples to apples. So now you've gotten figured out how much you're going to get from the federal government for your subsidized and your unsubsidized. You made up with part of that with your private loan, and you've got your scholarships and your Pell Grants, and now you feel good about it. So how are you going to start accepting the loans? Well, for the federal government, it's very simple. It's signing and returning your offer back. You may be asked to take a counseling class to understand your loan obligations. This has been brought up in recent years because a lot of students get done with school and they don't realize how much money that they have borrowed over their course of the time. Once all that is taken care of, you will sign a master promissory note electronically using a PIN number that you have received from them. In the private sector, you're going to choose the interest rate and repayment options for your loan. You and the cosigner, if you have one, will accept the terms of the loan and they will sign it electronically. Your school will certify your eligibility, both for enrollment and for the loan amount. Again, very, very important. Remember, both of these are legal agreements. When you sign for it, you're committed to paying it back with interest. So in summary, try to keep your student loan borrowing as low as possible. Remember, it's a loan. Look for grants and scholarships everywhere and continue looking throughout your school days. If able, pay the interest on unsubsidized loans while you are in school. This will help keep your balance down and your payment as well. There are loans, these are loans that can be on your credit for a long time. So make sure that you understand and you pay accordingly. However, if you're having a hard time making the payments, contact the lender to discuss arrangements. For more information, I have attached a few items for you that you will be able to click on and go to get more information on the FSA, student aid borrowing, and of course, our student loan option available as well. I wish you well if you do continue your degree for college. And thank you and have a great day.